Big hope. Oh, let's see. Oh, this looks like some theory of what? The story of building the pyramid. Do you think this is how they really did it? Oh, I didn't know. How? Oh, this is definitely insane. How do you think those guys built the pyramid? I feel like we really lack a lot of information about all these pyramids. You see? Anyway, much love to all people and humans. You see, the people that were before us are remembered because of the things that we thought they had built here. Things like pyramids, this stuff, and all that, you see, which is very incredible. And like those that will come after us, maybe to remember us because of the love that we would have shared, you see. And they'd say there was a certain time people used to love one another in the whole world, and there was no separation. People loved one another for just being people. You see, love humans for being humans. That's some crazy theory about the pyramids.
The following video is supposedly a leaked, classified video from an anonymous person who works in the mysterious Area 51. Take a look at this footage. They were supposedly on a bus passing through, getting into the tunnel to enter their work area. But what they captured is something out of this world. Is that some sort of object levitating down in that hole? Take a look at this and tell me what you think.
Oh, that looks very abnormal.
So what is the United Nations States of America?
The United Nations States of America, UNSA, is a new nation formed after an apocalypse that replaced the United States of America. It faced challenges with scattered and disconnected regions, but various organizations and species helped rebuild.
Alexa, tell me what the United Nations States of America is again?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor that I translated. The United States of America is a federal republic of
Alexa,
North
pause.
America.
What is the United Nations States of America? Alexa, what is the United Nations States of America?
The United Nations States of America, UNSA, is a new nation formed after an apocalypse replaced the United States of America. It faced challenges, but various organizations and species helped rebuild. UNSA's formation emphasizes the importance of cooperation and American leadership in the UN.
Oh no, that thing's kind of creepy. It's like a person's silhouette up in them clouds. I'm sorry. If it was your mountain, I'm sorry I broke it.
Wow.
My name's Stephen Anderson, pastor of Faithful Word Baptist Church in Tempe, Arizona. Now, I did some research on what the most popular versions are today. This is the most current list. I checked this with a bunch of different sources, and they all came up with the same 5 Bibles. The #1 Bible today is not the King James Bible. It's the New International Version, the NIV. Number 2 is the King James Bible. Number 3, the New Living Translation. Number 4, the New King James. And number 5, the English Standard Version, or the ESV. It would make a lot more sense to just focus on the 4 corruptions that are the most popular. The NIV is missing 16 entire verses from the New Testament. I mean, just right out of the gate, before we talk about all the thousands of changes, just 16 verses are completely missing. Matthew 17:21, gone. Matthew 18:11, gone. Acts 8:37, that verse is gone from the NIV, gone from the ESV, gone from the New Living Translation, completely gone. The devil would love nothing more than to take the two-edged sword of the King James Bible out of our hand and replace it with a butter knife called the NIV. Replace it with a butter knife called the ESV. Replace it with a butter knife called the New King James.
We don't have the original Bible. We know it's been changed.
Oh my god. Hey. That? Oh my god.
January 22nd of this year, scientists published a paper stating that they now believe that DNA begins as a quantum wave. Okay. As a quantum wave, a quantum field. DNA starts out as a quantum field. You as the soul, okay? You, me, all of us that contain soul carry with us a map, a multi-dimensional map of who we are, where we've been, where we come from. And that means that even though we're here, I'm going to use this flashlight. I'm going to put this on the wall and see if I can, okay, I'm going to see if I can make this work here. Okay. This is where we are now, okay, how we perceive ourselves in the physical form. Okay, but fourth density, fifth density, sixth, seventh. Now, when you realize the fact that you are, in fact, a quantum field, a map, a multidimensional map, a location of consciousness, and that you came from all that is, all of this information and knowledge is still available to you, even though you are here. You can, and many people do this when they travel at night. They do out-of-body, or they use exercise or do a work with a shaman. They travel at night to different places, different dimensions. This is what you're tapping into. You are tapping into that which you already know. And you are choosing to remember. Okay? You can pull all this information to you here and ground it in Earth, on Earth, to use in your life, to use in your neighborhoods, to use on your continent, to channel it into the planet. We can ground spiritual energy on this planet that is unfathomable to all the other beings that are here. Okay? And changing the frequency of this planet with this higher spiritual frequency will force anything that is here that is not for our highest good to adios. They will have no choice but to go, because the frequency will melt them. It's going to be so high. That's what's happening. That's why it is so important when I share with you about going into nature that you ground yourselves. Okay, when you ground yourselves, you can pull this information into you. Whether you're aware of it or not, you are pulling in this multidimensional energy to you because you are a quantum field. Okay? Your DNA proves that you're a quantum field. Okay? You are a multidimensional being that goes all the way to the very top, to source. You just have to remember it. You just have to perceive it. And you have to make the decision that you will become all of that you are. That you are not just this. You have, because of the incomplete knowledge that we've been given and all the other programming, we have narrowed our field to this. But in fact, there is no limit to our field. We just perceive it as this. Okay? Well, now that we're thinking faster than the speed of light, and we can perceive it, okay, the fence has come down. The wall has come down once and for all. It is now time for humanity to step back into your own personal power. Okay? And only you can do that. I can't make you do it. I can't even show you how to do it. Okay? I can only do it for me. Once I have come to the realization, holy shit, okay? I'm this. I am this. I can't even reach how big I really am. Why do I think I'm this? Well, I don't anymore. Okay, I don't anymore. You know, I keep working on this because there are so many different ways to say this. And I have it inside, but I can't find words. Okay? When I'm with the A's, let's see, when I'm with the A's, I'm here. I'm in this. And when I come back from being with them in fifth density, okay, my space gets smaller and smaller until I'm this. And it's hard. It is really hard. And for those of you who have these experiences, when you're away from them for a while, it's hard to go from that to this because you feel it. And you feel stuck. You do. You feel stuck. Okay? And then they come back and you go, oh, thank God. Thank God. Now I'm this again. Okay? And I'll just tell you straight away, I want to be this all the time. I really do. Because it's chill. It's chill. There's no stress. There's no drama. There's just being. There is just being. You know, you're lit up like a Christmas tree. And you're dialed. You're chill. It's amazing. It's just amazing. But you know, we're all here. We're all here, or many of us are here, okay? But this is what's happening now. This is what's happening. We're all expanding. whether we want to or not, kicking or screaming, this is what's happening. All right? We are moving into fourth. Many of us are there. We're moving into fourth. But now that the wall of light, of the limitation of the speed of light, see, many of us don't even think this. We don't even know that it's a limitation. Okay? But what happens is it's affecting the brain. The body is an antenna. Our physical DNA is an antenna picking up information, cosmic waves. This information is all available to you. All you have to do is perceive it. Open the window and say, I want to know. I want to know. I want to know what this is. I want to know who I was. I want to know who I am. And as you continue to do that, their wish, your wish is their command. They have to, the universe has to respond in light, and you will begin to expand and know all. Okay? This next year is going to be, we're going to be pedal to the metal. People are going to be floored. You know, people are going to be floored. I hope you found this interesting. We'll be doing some more of this in the next one. We're going to continue on this. It's great stuff, and it's an absolute honor for me to share this with you and to, you know, grow with all of you and evolve with all of you. And you know, during my lectures back in the early 1900s, I used to kid about, you know, when we all graduate, we're going to have a party, and I'm bringing the booze. I'm bringing the booze.
Oh my God. You see, peace and love to all people, man. Let's spread love and unity. Good vibes.
528 hertz.
Oh, actually, it sounds nice, man. Oh.
Could there be hidden continents buried deep beneath our oceans, waiting for discovery? A question that may seem far-fetched, yet one that recently found an affirmative answer with the discovery of Zealandia. In the year 2017, a hitherto unknown continent was uncovered off the shores of New Zealand, a continent named Zealandia. Encompassing over 5 million square kilometers, Zealandia is two-thirds the size of Australia. However, it hides a secret. Around 95% of this vast landmass is submerged beneath the Pacific Ocean. A team of international geologists, armed with rock samples and geophysical mapping methods, revealed Zealandia's hidden geology. They discovered large submerged sandstone formations and basaltic rock pebbles. Magnetic anomalies pointed toward the existence of a large fault zone along Zealandia's southern border. This fault zone was formed when Zealandia broke off from Antarctica and Australia, a colossal event that occurred approximately 150 million years ago. The sandstones mapped across Zealandia are estimated to be around 95 million years old. They indicate the presence of ancient volcanic highlands and tectonic basins that once dotted the landscape. Basalt pebbles, on the other hand, suggest that the continent was gradually flooded around 40 million years ago. The region subsided by at least a kilometer, a phenomenon possibly triggered by tectonic activity. Fast forward to September 2023, scientists completed a detailed map of Zealandia, a monumental task that required international collaboration and the use of satellite, radar, and rock data. The map revealed surface features like plateaus and ridges, as well as the boundary where the land meets the sea. Zealandia started to sink below the water's surface around 25 million years ago. Simultaneously, crustal uplift gave birth to mountains and islands. The mapping of Zealandia will aid researchers in understanding the breakup of ancient supercontinents and provide insights into the ancient plants and animals that once thrived on the continent. Zealandia, largely hidden beneath the waves, has been a revelation in the field of geology, opening up a world of possibilities for the discovery of additional submerged continents. So, the next time you gaze out at the vast expanse of the ocean, remember that there might be an undiscovered land waiting to reveal its secrets. A secret world, a hidden continent like Zealandia.
Oh man, that's interesting. A whole new continent.
I had a mentor that used to say, if it's meant to be, you can't mess it up. And if it's not meant to be, you can't fix it.
Oh my god, is that true?
I've been doing this for like 20 years. I've dedicated everything. I mean, I have nothing but this. I know what I'm doing. And I know and I have some very strong ties to, I know people don't want to believe it, but I mean, I know a lot of stuff about why some of these actors show up dead and why they show up missing and who killed who. And I mean, I've heard a lot of crazy things at work and I paid attention. That's what I did. I had 20 to 18 hours a day to sit there and watch. I mean, like I'm telling you, the whole media is totally controlled. I mean, everything is scripted, word for word.
So,
it's all controlled. These are what our wars have been over. Really, they have. Our wars have been over all of this stuff, and they're all looking for this ancient technology. That's why we went into Iraq, because that's also, okay, people don't understand why people like ISIS were destroying all of the ancient ruins.
Why?
And that's because do you know the first thing that they did when they went into Iraq? First they went to one of the ziggurats of Ur, and they totally surrounded that place. And then they went to all of the museums and immediately, just like Hitler, immediately went to all of the museums and took everything that they can from ancient ruins, cuneiform writings. They took everything, they photographed it, they didn't leave much. So then, like, once we abandoned these people after we stole their oil and all their ancient, I mean, there's really some weird rumors about what they really found under some of these ancient ruins. And you can, I mean, there's really some weird rumors out there. And that's what this is about. They're looking for this, the same thing Hitler was looking for. Hitler was very honest about all this, talking about they were the master race from Atlantis. They never talked about aliens. The alien stuff is like propaganda that's been put into this from the government. And this all centers around this huge treasure that they know where it is. They know there's technology there. If you really know the legends of this treasure, this is supposed to belong to an Atlantean god named the Quetzalcoatl. And this was supposedly through history a different being. The Aztec has mistaken this person with advanced technology as a god, because he supposedly flew over here in like a craft. Like what I'm saying was found under Area 51. They found what the Hindus have a book called the Mahabharata, where they talk all about this stuff and the ancient cities under the ground and the wars that happened and the advanced weapons and flying machines, and they called UFOs back in the day Vimanas. So sometimes I call UFO a Vimana because that's what it really is. It's these machines from the past. And now they're totally trying to wipe this out of history. They don't want anybody to know about what stuff is, because it gives them a lot of control. They can control people. They can control your mind. They can do a lot of crazy things with this technology. It's why people start hearing voices in their head. And like you'll hear the embassy people say that they're hearing ringing in their ears and they're getting brain damage and stuff. That's because these countries are using advanced weapons that we know nothing about on.
Oh my god! Ha! These guys, let's be honest with one another. Oh, there's no way of keeping information from everybody, you say? Huh? What's this now? Is this some artifact, some drawing? What's this? This is crazy, man. It looks really odd. Oh my god, are those some snakes drawings or what's this? Oh, wow, 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 wow. Huh, what's this that this person is removing here? Are these teachers or some cobwebs? Huh, this is definitely very creepy. How was this found now? Look at the drawings on this stuff and oh my god. Oh, acha! It was a book. This was some stuff on a book. Ah, yeah, this is crazy. This book must have some very creepy information inside. Because look at it. It looks like it's really from the past, man. Hey, even the person that is holding it cannot like touch it with his or her bare hands. That's creepy. Oh man, look at this. This is very beautiful. You see, this one is full of amazing places. Oh man, that's a beautiful sight. I'd like to go and watch that someday, man, if possible. Look at these buildings here. They look really creepy. And they are told that these things are from the past, these buildings. So, these guys from the past really knew something. You see, these things that they used to make are really interesting and creepy, and it makes me wonder, oh my god, look at this now. This looks like some pyramid or wow. Eh, how did they make these things from the past? Those people had some technology that you definitely don't know about. Or what do you think, what of people? Please leave a comment there. How did they even build stuff like this on water? What? Yeah. These guys must have been very wise back then. Yeah. Oh, look at how beautiful this place is. It's even more beautiful than some modern places these days. It's in fact more beautiful and looks amazing. This is great, man. These guys were some perfect architectures and engineers. Oh.
So I might be a fucking idiot because it's literally midnight and I'm not wearing many clothes. Also, don't have shoes on. But I don't know, I kind of wanted to do this for a while, just come out here when there's no one around. Also, I'm on a helipad, on a fucking boat, but I wanted to have a look at Antarctica at midnight, and it's really not dark. This is pretty wild. So we just watched a movie about Antarctica, and I'm in Antarctica, which was also cool. And there are people camping out there. Not for me, if I'm being honest, especially not for $750. Yeah, not bad. It does not look real, and there's no way to make it look any more real except to come here.
Oh, that place looks amazing. Oh my god, looks like someone's dog here decided to feed themselves or wash utensils. What are they up to? Oh, the sea, thrust of the water, thrust of the water, thrust of the air, thrust of a void of physical matter. That's really questionable. Is there really thrust in space?
If you've ever fired a pistol before in your life, you've probably looked down the sights and seen a rear sight that looks something like this, and then a front sight that goes right in the middle and forms that tower and everything. But did you know that you can take this front sight and you can place it up on top or over here behind one of the other towers, and you can just move it all the way around. And at a range of 7 yards, you'll still have a shot group that's like this. Which is why, despite the fact that I am physically incapable of performing a slow and steady squeeze of that trigger because I have essential tremors, and whenever I engage the muscles in my hand, I quiver and shake, I still shot expert. Because as long as you have proper trigger control and you're not anticipating the recoil, it's not going to matter at that range. So if you are missing every which way, that's not your aiming. That's not your sight picture, not your sight alignment. That's your fear. Go to therapy.
Oh, Anja? Oh my god.
Either I have dementia or I discovered a new Mandela effect today. I'm in Barnes & Noble minding my own business. I'm looking for books for my kids. I see this children's atlas and I'm interested. I'm flipping through and I get to a world map. I'm looking at the continents and I see something a little strange. Do you guys see anything strange about this? What is Australasia? And whatever it is, since when has it been depicted on a world map? And this is the book. It's the Smithsonian Children's Illustrated Atlas. So I call my husband over and I'm like, have you ever heard of Australasia? And he was like, what? I do the same thing. I opened the book. I said, do you see anything weird? And he was like, no. And I'm like, I point to Australia. And I'm like, what is this? And he said, Australia. I'm like, okay, read the word. He's like, Australia? I'm like, no, read it better. Like, read it. He's like, Australasia? So I Google it. And yes, it's a thing. And Australasia has been a thing since the 19th century. But when I look at maps, Australasia is not on there. It's Australia. So I need somebody to explain this to me.